Okay. No, it's again depends. I believe still on the skill set you have. Yeah, you bring to the table, right? So then it depends. Obviously, on the question is about like what type of profession would be best if you would like to immigrate to, let's say, Indonesia. Yeah, in this case, right? So as I say, you need to have look. Like working permits are not easy to get. You only get a working permit if you basically have a university diploma in whatever science, whatever kind of like industry you learned at the university back at home. And then not every university diploma is very easy translatable. Let's say you have been a dentist in Ukraine, you cannot become a dentist in Indonesia without visiting university first, you know? So, I mean, like some professions of like all healthcare professions, for example, are completely blocked, right? So I would say it's not easy to fall into like kind of like labor kind of like relationship or in a job position in a different country. It's not really, but you can become entrepreneur. So like if you're teaching people how to like basically find let's say maybe not employment, but rather how to be able to earn money in abroad, I will say entrepreneurship is the correct way. So, okay?
Yeah, so can I just like specify my question a little bit more?
Okay, please.
You know, I'm more asking about the question. So, for example, the guy is coming to Bali, right? And he is not an entrepreneur, but he wants to get a job. And this job might be for someone who is already doing some stuff, who is already like an entrepreneur here, and he gets kind of some position with his company. I don't understand all about this permits.
No, but this is difficult, yeah. So we understand. So in general, no, give me a sec. Give me a sec. So basically, you need a work permit. A work permit, like work permit, to be able to receive salary. Yeah, so you understand, and be like kind of like it's the green card. Yeah, so the green card. So to receive a green card, you need to apply. It's a process, right? Yeah. So and there are several requirements, and one of the major requirements of all green cards, yeah, that you're not taking the foreigner who is applying for the green card should not take the job from a Balinese or Indonesian person. You understand? So let's say maybe you are the best barman in the world, okay? Your best barman, yeah? So, and then you try to find a position as a barman in Bali, but they have their own barman, you understand? So that you're the best and the one and only, again, it means nothing, yeah, to the green card process, to this work permit process, you know? So you will not get you will not get a permit, you know? So for example, there's not even one person, no how to say, coiffeur, the person who cuts hair. So there's not one work permit being ever issued to a foreigner who can cut hair. Even like we can understand that, let's say, a French coiffeur is like maybe better than a Balinese one, you know. So like again, same like kind of like a nail specialist, you know. I know Russian nail specialists are the best in the world, you know. So like even like this is like kind of like general knowledge in even other countries, you know, but you will not be able to get a work permit for this job. So that means like the work permits are only issued, let's say, for specific professions where you don't take, again, a job like or employment from a local person. This is, let's say, it's very rarely you will have exemptions. Let's say a DJ, right? A DJ. For example, so because like you could not compare a local DJ to a foreigner DJ. So sometimes DJs get freaking work permits. But chefs, very good example is chef. Yeah. So basically, because let's say if you want to open a Chinese restaurant and you need like whatever Cantonese cuisine, maybe there is not one Balinese chef which could cook the Cantonese cuisine. So then for chefs, it's one of the rare professions where you don't need university diploma, yeah, and you can find a position. Yeah. So for example, so gastronomic professions, some of them. So if you will, so basically, to find a position in the profession where you work with your hands, basically impossible. But let's say in the management, so for example, if we have chefs, we didn't hire them as chefs and we didn't give them a work permit, but we hired them as gastronomic consultant. So as a consultant, you can work. Okay. So this is maybe the only escape I know.
That's actually exactly the question. So I'm trying to identify a sort of like fast track, because all these like immigration procedures, that obviously like a nightmare. No one will ever do it because it's long, etc., etc. So and maybe there are some. I was thinking about like profession, like like sales manager. So someone selling, I don't know, like villas or something else. He does not necessarily need to be officially employed. So there are some consultants or some sort of kind of shortcuts which can help to.
Consultants will be the solution, which I know. So let's say I don't know, Café del Mar in Canggu has their manager is a consultant. So you understand. So consultant is kind of, but they will not take you cannot just apply for any position, So you cannot be nail salon consultant. So no, you literally cannot never take the brush and the nail lac in your hands, So because consultant, it could be someone who is standing and teaching people, managing a little bit the business. So whenever you take the position into management, that's become possible, but you cannot take
physical jobs impossible. Understood?
Yes, exactly. This just look. I did have some restaurants in Germany. So one waiter was so basically servicing 80 to 120 customers. So like right now I have here I cannot do this with 7 or 10 waiters. I cannot cover the same amount of customers. So let's say theoretically you could bring many people for the manual jobs, from other countries. But again, it will be just unfair to the local population. And this kind of job market protection laws, they are here for a reason. Again, they want kind of knowledge transfer, but they don't want labor transfer. So that's just to explain the logic behind it. And it's not unfair. It's fair. It's fair. It's fair to the local market. So I don't have any objections to it. So as I say, consultant is maybe the only solution I will have in my mind. So otherwise become entrepreneur. As entrepreneurs, you bring money to the country, you bring you create jobs and so on. This is all great. So entrepreneur in the sense you don't need to be, I don't know, a risk-taking whatever. Let's make a Ferrari rental or something. So you don't need big investments. Very often you can become entrepreneur, or you can partner up with Balinese families very, very easy, very, very easily. Someone has a cafe, like a Balinese family. Partnering up is being offered to me several times a week. So let's say someone has a hotel and he says, you can do it better than I do. How about I give you 30% shares or 50% of the shares? Let's do it together. You make it more successful than I can do it. So that's very easy. Now you're becoming kind of co-owner. So this partnerships, amazing way, right? Also,
and in that case, you just need to get kitas.
ITAS in this case, ITAS, not KITAS. So KITAS is the complicated one to get. ITAS is quite easy to get, but it needs to be real ITAS, not just faking it.
All right, great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.